Welcome to Jerusalem, a city of history and vibrant energy. Please subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Jerusalem, sacred to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Discover Jerusalem's ancient origins and its enduring legacy. King David and Solomon's temple shaped Jerusalem's golden age. Jerusalem's resilience through Babylonian exile and Roman rule. Herod's grand projects and the city's ensuing turmoil. The fall of Jerusalem and the destruction of the Second Temple. From Roman to Byzantine rule, Jerusalem's Christian transformation. Early Christianity's roots and resilience in Jerusalem. The rise of Islam, a new chapter for Jerusalem. In the 7th century, Islam emerged from the Arabian Peninsula. Prophet Muhammad taught that Jerusalem was a holy city. In 638 CE, Muslim armies conquered Jerusalem. The conquest was relatively peaceful. Umar granted religious freedom to Christians and Jews. He entered on foot and prayed at the Second Temple site. Islam brought significant changes to Jerusalem. The city became a center of Islamic learning and pilgrimage. Mosques were built, including the Dome of the Rock. Jerusalem experienced peace and prosperity. The economy flourished through trade and pilgrimage. Jewish communities could visit their holy sites. The Islamic conquest marked a new chapter in Jerusalem's history. Sacred ground, the Dome of the Rock, and Al-Aqsa Mosque. Few landmarks in Jerusalem are as iconic as the Dome of the Rock, its golden dome shimmering above the city skyline. Completed in 691 CE, the Dome of the Rock is a masterpiece of Islamic architecture. It encloses the sacred rock known as the foundation stone. Muslims believe this is where the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven. Adjacent to the Dome of the Rock stands the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Together, they form the Haram al-Sharif, the third holiest site in Islam. The Dome of the Rock is an enduring symbol of Jerusalem's spiritual significance. Contested city Crusades and Mamluk rule. The peace under Muslim rule was shattered by the Crusades in the 11th century. European Christian armies launched military campaigns to reclaim the Holy Land. In 1099, the First Crusade brutally conquered Jerusalem. Crusaders massacred the city's Muslim and Jewish inhabitants. In 1187, Saladin recaptured Jerusalem, ending Crusader rule. The Mamluks emerged in the 13th century, restoring stability and building extensively. Despite periods of peace, Jerusalem remained a contested city. Spiritual crossroads, coexistence, and conflict. Throughout its long and tumultuous history, Jerusalem has been a city of paradoxes, a place of profound religious significance and a battleground for competing faiths, a center of cultural exchange and a site of conquest and destruction. Despite the challenges, Jerusalem has also been a place where different religions and cultures have coexisted, sometimes peacefully, sometimes uneasily. During periods of relative tolerance, Jews, Christians, and Muslims lived and worshipped in close proximity, their lives intertwined despite their religious differences. The city's bustling markets teemed with merchants and pilgrims from diverse backgrounds, their languages and customs mingling in the narrow streets. Shared holy sites, such as the tomb of the patriarchs in nearby Hebron, became places of pilgrimage for adherents of multiple faiths. However, these periods of coexistence were often punctuated by outbreaks of violence and persecution. Religious tensions, exacerbated by political instability and economic hardship, could erupt into riots and massacres. The city's sacred sites, each holding profound religious significance for different communities, became flashpoints for conflict. The story of Jerusalem is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the complexities of human history. It's a story of conquest and resilience, of coexistence and conflict, of hope and despair. As we continue our journey through time, we'll explore the Ottoman era and beyond, witnessing how Jerusalem navigated the challenges of modernity while remaining a spiritual beacon for millions around the world. Ottoman serenity, a time of relative tranquility. As the Mamluk Sultanate crumbled, Jerusalem came under Ottoman rule. In 1516, Sultan Selim I conquered the city, beginning a long period of stability. The Ottomans brought administrative efficiency and religious tolerance, fostering peace and prosperity. Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent restored the city's walls and built new mosques and fountains. He ensured access to holy sites for all faiths, making Jerusalem a pilgrimage destination. Life followed a rhythm of religious observance and traditional customs. Diverse communities interacted in the marketplace, sharing cultural practices. Section 2. A City Awakens, Modernization and Rising Tensions. The winds of change sweeping across Europe in the 19th century eventually reached Jerusalem's ancient walls. The Ottoman Empire, once a formidable power, found itself struggling to keep pace with the technological and social advancements of the West. As European powers vied for influence in the region, Jerusalem became caught in the cross-currents of modernization and rising nationalism. European powers, recognizing Jerusalem's strategic and symbolic importance, established consulates and missions in the city, vying for influence over the local population. Christian missionaries established schools and hospitals, spreading Western ideas and challenging traditional ways of life. The introduction of printing presses facilitated the dissemination of information and new ideas, contributing to a growing sense of national consciousness among the city's Jewish and Arab inhabitants. The influx of Jewish immigrants, driven by Zionist aspirations for a homeland in Palestine, further altered the city's demographic balance and fueled tensions with the existing Arab population. The Jewish community, once largely confined to the Old City, established new neighborhoods outside the city walls, such as Mishkanot Sha'ananim, the first Jewish neighborhood built outside the Old City walls in modern times. This expansion, while reflecting the Jewish community's growing presence, also heightened sensitivities over land ownership and access to resources. As the Ottoman Empire weakened, its grip on Jerusalem loosened, creating a power vacuum that fueled competition among local factions and foreign powers. The stage was set for a new era of conflict and uncertainty, one that would test the city's resilience and reshape its destiny in the 20th century. Section 3. A divided city, Jerusalem in the mid-20th century. World War I shattered Jerusalem's fragile peace. The Ottoman Empire, allied with the Central Powers, lost the conflict. In 1917, British forces under General Allenby entered Jerusalem, ending Ottoman rule. The British Mandate in 1922 brought significant changes. The British faced challenges creating a Jewish homeland while safeguarding Arab rights. Jerusalem, holy to Jews, Christians, and Muslims, became a focal point of tensions. Jewish and Arab nationalism led to frequent violence. In 1947, the UN voted to partition Palestine, designating Jerusalem as an international zone. Civil war erupted before the British withdrawal in 1948. Jerusalem found itself at the heart of a lasting conflict. Jerusalem in the 21st century. As we step into the 21st century, Jerusalem stands at a crossroads, sacred to three major world religions, a focal point of geopolitical tensions. The Six-Day War in 1967 resulted in Israel's capture of East Jerusalem, fueling Palestinian aspirations for a state with East Jerusalem as its capital. Today, Jerusalem is a city of stark contrasts, drawing millions of pilgrims and tourists each year. Despite ongoing challenges, Jerusalem remains a source of hope and inspiration. Its ancient stones whisper stories of faith and resilience, reminding us of the enduring power of the human spirit. As we've journeyed through the ages, we've seen how Jerusalem's story is a tapestry woven from threads of faith, conflict, resilience, and hope. From its ancient origins as a Jebusite city to its role as a spiritual beacon for millions today, Jerusalem has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth and evolution of religions, and the enduring spirit of its people. Each stone whispers tales of kings and prophets, conquerors and liberators, ordinary lives caught in the tide of history. We've wandered through the ruins of ancient temples, marveling at the grandeur of Solomon's vision and contemplating the destruction wrought by Babylonian and Roman invaders. We've traced the footsteps of Jesus through the Old City, feeling the weight of history in the Via Dolorosa and the awe of faith in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. We've stood beneath the golden dome of the Rock, mesmerized by its beauty and the significance it holds for Muslims worldwide. And we've seen how the city has constantly evolved, from the Byzantine era's Christian influence to the Ottoman Empire's long reign, from the tumultuous years of the British Mandate to its present-day reality as a divided city striving for peace. Jerusalem's story is a testament to the power of faith to inspire and divide, the capacity of humans for both great compassion and terrible destruction, and the enduring hope for a future where different cultures and beliefs can coexist. So what is it about Jerusalem that continues to captivate the human imagination? Why do millions flock to this city each year, drawn by an invisible pull that transcends borders and beliefs? Perhaps it's the tangible connection to the past, the feeling that history isn't something confined to textbooks, but a living presence that permeates every street corner. Or maybe it's the convergence of faiths, the opportunity to witness firsthand the devotion of pilgrims praying at the Western Wall, the solemnity of Easter processions winding through the Old City, and the call to prayer echoing from minarets. Jerusalem is a city that stirs the soul, challenges preconceptions, and invites introspection. It's a place where you can get lost in the labyrinthine alleys of the Old City, bargaining for souvenirs in the bustling markets, and sharing a meal with locals eager to share their stories. It's a city where you can stand on the Mount of Olives and gaze out over the ancient skyline, imagining the countless generations who have stood in that same spot, their hopes and dreams echoing across the centuries. Jerusalem is a city that stays with you long after you've left its ancient walls behind. It's a place that prompts you to ask big questions about faith, identity, history, and the future of humanity. It's a city that challenges you to see the world through different lenses, to appreciate the complexities of human experience, and to embrace the richness and diversity of our shared heritage. Our virtual journey through Jerusalem's history has come to an end, but the real adventure begins when you experience this extraordinary city for yourself. Walk through the Jaffa Gate and feel the weight of history wash over you. Touch the ancient stones of the Western Wall and offer your own silent prayer. Marvel at the beauty of the Dome of the Rock and appreciate the artistry of Islamic architecture. Get lost in the maze-like streets of the Old City, sample delicious street food, and haggle for treasures in the bustling souks. Engage with locals, listen to their stories, and gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of life in this vibrant city. Visit world-class museums, explore diverse neighborhoods, and witness the city's vibrant arts and culture scene. Hike to the top of the Mount of Olives for panoramic views. Explore the underground tunnels beneath the City of David, and allow yourself to be swept away by the magic of Jerusalem. Jerusalem is waiting to share its secrets with you. It's a journey for the senses, a pilgrimage for the soul, and an experience that will stay with you long after you've returned home. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, open your heart, and prepare to embark on the adventure of a lifetime in the heart of Jerusalem.